Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be having a look at the Disney Store Marvel toy box. This is figure number 1, Thor. Just how tall is Thor? Let's go ahead and find out with the tape measure. Thor is just a little shy of being 6 inches tall. Now, I wasn't really expecting to find this line. I had gone to my local Disney store, really looking actually for Marvel Select figures, and I picked up a couple of Marvel Select figures that we're going to be looking at in a separate video, but I also found the Marvel Toy Box line, which is actually really cool. Picked up the Thor and picked up the Hulk. Once again, here's the packaging right here. It's figure 1, so we're going to look at Thor first. And then on the back of the package, these look like, and clearly they're not the same as the figure that we're getting inside, but these all look like they are Disney Infinity figures. So I wonder if these are like an articulated version of Disney Infinity. I always really liked the Disney Infinity stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. I just think, though, they should kind of look like the characters on the back. The only one I couldn't find, the only two I couldn't find, was Iron Man and Spider-Man. Iron Man I don't think was coming out just yet, or they hadn't stocked him yet, and Spider-Man they had already sold out. Based on the package, though, and also based on this little insert card, what they're currently doing is Marvel, Pixar, and then Star Wars. So we just kind of open this up, and you got yourself like a little checklist inside. I did manage to also get the Kylo Ren and Rey. I didn't pick up the Toy Story stuff, but I'm probably going to go back and pick those up. But yeah, none of the characters really actually look like, pose-wise, really look like the ones that are inside. I mean, that looks like Hulk from Disney Infinity, so with Thor and Spider-Man, you would think that they would have, like, I've seen Iron Man. Iron Man, I think, has the silver, almost from Spider-Man Homecoming. He kind of looks more like that. He doesn't look like this. So I think that's something that they probably would want to fix, but at any rate, he does come with his one trusty hammer Mjolnir as his one accessory. Material-wise, it's actually a very interesting material that they've made these figures out of. But you can get Mjolnir into his hand. It takes a little bit of forcing, though, because it's very, very tight of a fit. And there is no, let me just show you here, there's no bend or anything, like very unforgiving grasp here on Thor. You really have to kind of wedge the hammer into there. But there's Thor with Mjolnir in hand. But going back to what I was saying, like the material is actually very interesting. It feels about like the same sort of material that they use for Disney Infinity figures. It's light, but it feels substantial, if that's really, I know that's not the greatest way to describe these, but they are very articulated as well. Let's have a look at Thor's face, and then we'll kind of work our way down. It's clearly not Thor wearing his helmet, but instead favoring a beard and long hair. I like the colors are kind of more pastel than being dark, vibrant colors. It kind of really gives it their own sense of personality. It feels like they're almost kind of taken out from an animated cartoon. He's got his long cape, which is soft, but it has its own, distinct molding to it. Like it stays exactly the same shape the whole time. It doesn't look like you could take the cape off. I mean, maybe there's tab points. I don't really want to gamble taking it out just in case. Yeah, it looks like it's actually molded in there or glued into place. But the face, again, I really do think the face is really nice on it. Generally, like everything on the Thor is really generally clean. It got a little bit of a scratch there on one of his buckles, one of his little larger discs on the front of his armor. They are quite easy to stand also, I noticed. Like, they have really, really flat feet. Very, very easy to stand. Surprisingly enough, though, they have peg holes on the undersides of their feet, but he doesn't come with a display stand whatsoever. There's no real, nothing I can't imagine why they would give you. I mean, those are very distinct pegs too. Like those are hexagonal holes. You would think they would come with display stands, and yet they don't. They don't at all. Posability on this guy. Now, unfortunately, his head doesn't seem like it wants to move at all. It's pretty molded in there, and I'm guessing more so because of the hair. But he has, like I said, a good range of motion in the arms. Those move forward, somewhat back. I mean, of course, the cape's going to get in the way of it. Got the bend in the elbow, which also rotates the forearm, rotates the hand. There we go, hand all the way around, and a hinge back and forth there. He's got a waist swivel, legs hinge outward. Looks like there's a ball joint going on there, a bend at the knee, lower rotation in the foot, and it looks like, yeah, he's got a bend in the foot there as well. So, you know, despite, the only disappointing aspect of it is the fact that you can't rotate the head. Other than that, I really do like this line. It's funny that I only really stumbled across the line by going into the store looking to pick up something else. Came across this, and I gotta admit, big fan of the Disney Infinity stuff. If this is kind of like the step up from Disney Infinity, giving a much more articulated version of those characters, definitely sign me up. I would be very inclined to go back and pick up, I guess the only one well, again, the Spider-Man and the Iron Man I didn't get a chance to find. And then I didn't get the Stormtrooper from the Star Wars line. I definitely would go back though and pick up the the Disney Toybox Toy Story stuff as well, because I think those look also pretty cool. I do really think this is a toy line that Disney could certainly run with. Really liking what they did with the Disney Infinity stuff, and I know that I think that line is now canceled. This is, I guess, a really nice kind of really Disney Infinity version 2, if you want to think of it that way. Much more articulated figures. They don't really look anything like the ones on the back of the packaging. I kind of wish that they had shown what those characters look like on the back, because based on that, I'm thinking it's classic Spider-Man, but we're probably going to end up getting the Homecoming Spider-Man really as the option from the first wave. Also want to pick up again the remaining Star Wars stuff, and it looks like they're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff with Pixar. I mean, collectively, it gives us all the great sculpts that we got with the Disney Infinity, with the benefit of getting articulation, which I think is really only the icing on top of a really delicious cake already. Definitely would want to pick these up more and more as they come out. I really think that they would do well for kids, but I think even for collectors too. Like, I like this line. This is a line that I could really see myself continuing to want to pick up. These are available at the Disney Store, and I think only exclusive to the Disney Store. So if you guys are interested in picking this up for yourself, I would say head out to your local Disney Store if you are lucky enough to have one in your area, and see if you can scope out some of these really cool new figures. Today we are having a look once again at the Disney Store. This was the Disney Marvel toy box, and this was figure number 1, Thor. Stay tuned. We're going to have a look at a couple more of these toy box figures. I picked up a couple more, so we're going to have a look at that. And got some Marvel Select stuff goodies. Going to have a look at those as well in their own standalone videos. If you guys haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to this channel, make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below. We are getting closer and closer to that 200,000 subscriber mark, and you guys can help by sharing and liking these videos. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.